London, where royalty meets reality. London, the name alone carries a weight of centuries, evoking images of red phone booths, royal pageantry, rainy days, and a city that never quite sits still. But behind the iconic landmarks and world-famous accents lies a city layered with history, complexity, culture, and contradiction. Welcome to London, a place where past and present walk side by side, where monarchy meets modern life, and where every cobblestone has a story to tell. A city born from the ashes of empire. London's history stretches back over 2,000 years. It began as a small Roman settlement called Londinium around 43 AD, strategically located on the River Thames. The Romans built walls around it, roads that still define the city's layout, and a legacy of order and structure. After the Romans left, London passed through the hands of Anglo-Saxons, Vikings, and Normans, each leaving their mark. But it wasn't until 1066, when William the Conqueror invaded England, that London began rising to true prominence. He built the Tower of London, a symbol of power, protection, and sometimes punishment. It still stands today, home to the crown jewels and centuries of royal drama. Over time, London became the heart of the British Empire, ruling over a quarter of the world's population at its peak. This imperial past made London into the global city it is today, drawing people from every corner of the earth to its multicultural streets. The monarchy, a living symbol. To talk about London is to talk about the British monarchy. Though political power has shifted to Parliament, the royal family remains the soul of the city. Buckingham Palace, with its daily changing of the guard, is more than a tourist attraction. It's a symbol of tradition, pride, and national identity. The story of the monarchy is one of survival. From Henry VIII's dramatic break from the Catholic Church to Queen Elizabeth II's golden reign, to the modern monarchy we see today with King Charles III, London has always been their stage. And while the royals live in a fishbowl of global attention, they're also part of London's fabric, woven into charity, culture, and controversy alike. A city of culture and contradictions. With over 300 languages spoken, London is one of the most linguistically diverse cities in the world. English may be the official language, but walk through neighborhoods like Brixton, Southall, or Whitechapel, and you'll hear everything from Urdu and Bengali to Polish and Somali. This melting pot of cultures means you can attend a West African wedding in the morning, grab Lebanese street food for lunch, and dance to Brazilian samba at night, all without leaving the city. Londoners are famously hard to define. Some say they're reserved, others call them witty, but above all, they're resilient. Whether it's enduring the Great Fire of 1666, the Blitz of World War II, or the recent challenges of Brexit and the economic shifts, Londoners have a saying: keep calm and carry on. And carry on they do, with humor, grace, and just the right amount of sarcasm. Watchful eyes, the City of CCTV. Here's something most visitors don't realize. London is one of the most surveilled cities on the planet. With an estimated 500,000 CCTV cameras watching over the streets, buses, and subways, it's almost impossible to walk a block without being caught on camera. While some find it unsettling, many Londoners have come to accept it as part of the city's commitment to safety. These mini video cameras aren't just for crime prevention. They help monitor traffic, assist emergency services, and even track the flow of people during large events like the Notting Hill Carnival or London Marathon. It's the price of living in a city that's always under the spotlight. Getting around. Mind the gap. London's transportation system is legendary, and not just because of its complexity. The Underground, known affectionately as the Tube, is the oldest subway system in the world. With 11 lines and over 270 stations, it's both a marvel of engineering and a daily adventure. Just don't forget to mind the gap between the train and the platform. In addition to the Tube, there are iconic red double-decker buses, black cabs driven by drivers who must memorize the knowledge, a test of over 25,000 streets, and river boats cruising the Thames. And with the rise of cycling lanes and electric scooters, London is becoming greener and more accessible every year. The food scene, from pies to curries. London may have once been the butt of culinary jokes, but not anymore. Its food scene now reflects its global soul. If you're visiting, here are a few must-try dishes. Fish and chips, crispy battered cod, chunky fries, they call them chips, and mushy peas on the side. Best eaten from a paper tray near the Thames. full English breakfast, a belly-busting meal of eggs, sausage, bacon, beans, toast, tomatoes, and mushrooms. Some places even throw in black pudding for the brave. Chicken tikka masala. Believe it or not, this curry dish is considered a British invention, a product of South Asian flavors meeting British tastes. Sunday roast, a comforting tradition of roasted meat, usually beef or lamb, potatoes, vegetables, and Yorkshire pudding, often enjoyed at a cozy pub. And don't skip afternoon tea, served with finger sandwiches, scones with clotted cream, and delicate pastries. It's a window into a more refined era of London life. The ever-changing weather. If there's one thing everyone talks about in London, it's the weather. It's not as gloomy as people say, but it certainly keeps you on your toes. The average yearly temperature hovers around 11 degrees Celsius, 52 degrees Fahrenheit, with mild winters and cool summers. Rain is common, but rarely a downpour. It's more of a mist, a drizzle, or what locals might call a bit of weather. So when visiting, bring a jacket, an umbrella, and a flexible attitude. One local saying goes, if you don't like the weather, wait 5 minutes. A challenge in the shadows. But behind all the glamour and grit, there's a challenge that Londoners face daily: the rising cost of living. Housing prices are sky high, public transport isn't cheap, and inflation has made simple pleasures less accessible. The city's energy is unmatched, but for many, that energy comes with exhaustion. Young people struggle to afford rent, while older generations remember a London that felt more like a community and less like a business. Some locals worry that the soul of London, the diversity, the creativity, the grit, is being priced out. And yet they stay. Because even with its flaws, London has a magnetic pull. There's opportunity here, innovation, history at every turn. It's a place where a street performer in Covent Garden might be tomorrow's West End star, where a student on a night bus dreams of changing the world, where every neighborhood, from Notting Hill to Hackney, tells a different story. Final thoughts without the final word. London isn't just a city, it's a feeling. It's the chime of Big Ben at midnight. It's the bustle of Camden Market on a Sunday. It's the quiet stillness of Hyde Park in the early morning mist. It's strangers who won't make eye contact on the tube, but will help you carry your suitcase up the stairs without a word. It's where Shakespeare wrote, where Dickens wandered, and where the world still comes to dream. As they say in London, cheers, mate. But remember, this story isn't over. In fact, it's just beginning. Fun facts, hidden gems, and a city full of surprises. London is a city that never runs out of surprises, even for the people who've lived there all their lives. Did you know London has 4 UNESCO World Heritage Sites? The Tower of London, Westminster Abbey, the Royal Botanic Gardens at Kew, and Maritime Greenwich all make the list. Or that over 8 million people call London home, and almost 40% of them were born outside the UK? It's no wonder London is considered one of the most international cities on Earth. And here's one for trivia lovers. The smallest police station in the UK is tucked away in Trafalgar Square. It's so tiny it could only ever fit 1 officer. No joke. It was originally used as a lookout point during protests. Things you can only do in London. If you're looking for excitement, London delivers on all fronts. You can ride the London Eye, a massive observation wheel that gives you panoramic views of the city, perfect for that Instagram shot. You can explore the Harry Potter universe at Warner Brothers Studio, walk across Abbey Road like the Beatles, or hunt down the best vintage finds at Portobello Market. Thrill seekers can climb to the top of the O2 Arena for a sky-high adventure, while history buffs can step into Churchill's war rooms, preserved just as they were during World War II. Want something quirkier? Visit God's Own Junkyard, a psychedelic warehouse of neon lights, or check out the Seven Noses of Soho, an art scavenger hunt with a cheeky backstory. Or just get lost in the winding alleys of Covent Garden, where musicians, mimes, and magicians turn the streets into a stage. Bonus tip: timing is everything. If you're planning your trip, consider coming in the spring or early autumn. April and May bring blooming cherry blossoms and fewer crowds, while September offers mild weather and vibrant street life. Avoid peak summer if you want to skip long queues and overpriced accommodations. Also, take note, many of London's best museums are completely free. The British Museum, the National Gallery, the Natural History Museum. World-class collections, no ticket required. A couple of stories from the heart of the city. There's something personal about London that sticks with people. I remember talking to a young artist named Mila from Spain who moved to London for a summer internship. She planned to stay 3 months but ended up staying for 3 years. Why? Because as she put it, London is the only place where I feel like I belong, everywhere and nowhere all at once. Then there's Amir, a taxi driver originally from Iran, who told me his favorite customer ever was Robin Williams. Yes, that Robin Williams. The actor jumped into Amir's cab in 2002 after a show, tipped £100 and spent the whole ride making Amir laugh until he cried. "He called me brother," Amir said, still smiling. He didn't care about being famous, he just cared about being kind. London and the stars. Speaking of celebrities, London has long been a magnet for the world's most famous faces. From the Rolling Stones and David Bowie to Adele and Dua Lipa, London births legends. Actor Tom Holland, the current Spider-Man, is a native Londoner, and let's not forget the Beckhams, David and Victoria practically rule the city's fashion and football scene. One of the most jaw-dropping moments in recent memory was Beyoncé and Jay-Z renting out the entire Tate Modern for a private party after one of her concerts. Locals said you could hear the bass thumping across the Millennium Bridge. Your challenge, the London Scavenger Hunt. Now here's a fun challenge for you. Yes, you watching this. If you ever visit London, try completing this quick 5-part scavenger hunt. Take a photo with a red phone booth. Find and taste the best fish and chips, then rate it out of 10. Ride the tube during rush hour without holding on to anything. Balance is key. Visit a place not listed in any guidebook. Ask a local where they go. Learn and use one British slang word in a conversation. Maybe try fancy a cuppa. Translation, want a cup of tea? If you complete all 5, leave a comment and tell us how it went. Bonus points if you post your photos or videos and tag our channel. Before you go, London is so much more than Buckingham Palace and Big Ben. It's a symphony of cultures, a maze of stories, a place where every street corner could lead to something unforgettable. Whether you're drawn to the grandeur of its history, the hum of its nightlife, or the quiet charm of its hidden gardens, London has something for every kind of traveler and every kind of dreamer. So if this story made you feel like you were walking the foggy streets of London, smelling the roast from a pub, or eavesdropping on a Shakespearean sonnet under the glow of a street lamp, then do one thing for me. Like, subscribe, and share this video with someone who's got London on their bucket list. Or better yet, someone who needs to put it on there. And don't forget to hit the bell so you never miss another journey as we keep traveling the world from couch to culture. Until next time, London's calling. Will you answer?